Hello, Sonali.
Hi,
How are you doing?
very good evening. I'm doing great. By the way, what about you?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to know that. All right, Sonali. So, as we are meeting very first time, can you please introduce yourself so that my audience can get to know about yourself a little bit?
Definitely, why not? This is
Yeah,
me,
sure.
Saloni. Basically, I born and brought up in Bihar, and recently I have completed graduation with Commerce faculty. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love cooking. I love to communicate with people and draw the different kind of designs, henna designs, rangoli design. So these all are my hobbies. That's all from my side.
Oh my goodness, this much things that you do sounds really interesting. Anyways, what about your qualification?
As I told you, recently I have completed graduation with Commerce faculty and now waiting for further notifications to get admission in master.
Okay, so you're going to pursue master. So, what is your major?
I have decided to pursue the graduate post graduation with a commerce background. And
Okay,
meanwhile, I would be also pursuing DLED. This is all about the teaching field.
okay, that's great.
Again,
All right, so
thanks a
can you
lot.
please? Yeah, my pleasure. I'm really very happy to know that. Anyways, I have a very simple question. Just as I can see you're speaking well. So, how did you learn this language? May I know?
Sure, why not? If I talk about how did I learn this language, then so far it's been long journey. Since when I started this journey, I wasn't that much good as compared to today. I was very poor. I was only knowing the things how to deliver my ideas, opinion through the texting. But as I started being desperate to learn this language since childhood, so whenever
Mm-hmm.
I used to sit together with my family member, whether I was watching television or something else, I used to sit with a notebook and pen. And whatever words I was getting from the serials, I was trying to note down. And I was
Okay.
just trying to ask with my English teachers what is the meaning of these words. Then he helped me a lot. And by this way, I started being dedicated towards this language. Then, after passing
Okay.
some years, I became more interested. So, one day I was simply
Okay.
watching YouTube videos, and that channel was of Alina Rees. So, through that video, I got a link, descriptions of that video. And by using the link, I joined one WhatsApp group. And with the help of that group, I started learning. But even though I didn't improve
Mm-hmm.
as
Okay.
I was expected from myself, I didn't improve. There was no improvement in
Mm-hmm.
myself. Then one
Mm-hmm.
day there was a person. He told
Mm-hmm.
me, Saloni, if you
Mm-hmm.
really want to be a good speaker, then anyhow
Mm-hmm.
you have to speak up your mouth. If you will not speak a single word, then throughout of your life you are not going to be a fluent speaker. I'm damn sure. It's my guarantee you will not be. And this thing you can say hurt me a lot. I became demotivated by him. But after thinking on it for a while, I understood. Saloni, just do it. It's not going to be rocket science. It's all your mindset. Then I changed my thinking power and I became dedicated a lot. And that's how I learned this language.
Okay, that's great. So somehow your friend helped you, to improve your spoken English, and because of your hard work and dedication, you are able to speak fluent English now. So how do you maintain I would say the motivation between, because sometimes what happens, we feel down, we feel good. So how do you maintain the motivation between your language and your normal life?
Okay, so let me answer you this question. I mean to say, motivation, if I talk about, then it doesn't work in reality. Until or unless you
Okay,
don't have dedication, curiosity in you, motivation, it will not
okay,
work. Motivation comes from the dedication, how dedicated
mm-hmm.
you are. So what
Okay,
happened? As I told, I was being desperate for this language. I was
mm-hmm.
curious a lot. So what happened? There was a time I was not that much dedicated and keen towards this language. So, but after seeing the multiple people, random people, while interacting with each other in this language, So all of a sudden it came in me. So if you
Mm-hmm.
really want to remain motivated, then you have to bring curiosity in you. If you will be no longer interested, no longer dedicated, then you are not going to be motivated for a long time. And if I talk about,
Okay.
as you said, throughout of this journey, most of the people would be coming and you would be being criticized by them. So it happens on the
Mm-hmm.
journey of this language. Many of the people will come and you would be criticized by them, but
Mm-hmm.
it's you only how you want to take criticism. Suppose that there are some people who take criticism in a wrong way. They think that
Yes.
he was a proudy person, she was a proudy and egoistic one, how he and she could say me like this. So you have to do one thing. Do not focus on anyone. Just focus on yourself. If you would be
Okay.
taking criticism in a positive way, no, that person is paying such much attention to figure out my drawbacks, then why should I not work on myself? It means there is something drawbacks in me. I must need to work.
Okay.
So if you will think in such a way, then definitely your criticism, it will not take you in a wrong way, and it will feel you positivity in you, and further you would be motivated. That's
Okay,
how.
I got it. Yeah, I mean, you're really very intelligent in terms of this because as far as talking about the criticism, the people, they generally take it very seriously and they don't really understand what is the actual meaning of this. They don't try to figure out the actual factor, okay, what they need to do and what they need to improve and where they need to look for in order to enhance themselves. So this is really, I mean, great that you did, and I truly appreciate your efforts.
Thank
Okay.
you so much from the bottom of my heart for motivating me and for praising me.
No, I'm not motivating you. I'm just telling you what happened. You might have observed there are so many people, and now they want to learn spoken English. They want to speak like a native speaker, very fluent English. They are very good at when they initiate. They put their hard efforts.
Right.
They are very much devotee, very dedicated towards language. But as the time passes, they just lost their interest. They lost their enthusiasm, their energy, and they quit them. And later, some year, they regret, right? So at least you
Yeah,
didn't do this,
yeah.
and you. Mhm,
Let me answer you. Okay, why it happens? Being a
mhm.
learner, I can answer this question in a deep way, in a profound way. What
Okay.
happens if I talk about as you know, English is a long life process. Okay, it's it's not
Mhm.
going to happen, within a year, not at all. Suppose
Okay.
that you have started your journey and it's been only 1 year, 2 years, okay, and you become
Mhm,
fluent English speaker.
mhm.
So what happened after that? You have to also continue with your journey. If you will not try to maintain your consistency, then you would be remain beginner. So like this it
Okay.
happened. English is just a language. To remain be fluent in this language, you have to maintain your consistency first. You have to
Okay.
speak every single day, whether you were practicing half an hour or more than that. But at least you have to practice. So like this,
Okay.
you can. And as you know, most of the people, most of the learners, they don't have patience. They don't have
Mhm.
patience. They are dedicated one, but they are impatient one. And if they are already impatient, so it would be quite difficult for them to remain be confident and remain be curious and dedicated. So this is the reason it happens. So for staying in touch with this language, we have to be patientful. If we don't have patience, then I don't think so we are going to continue with this journey. We will feel like to
Okay.
give up. Yeah, that's
So
how
you,
it happened with multiple learners.
okay, that's great. You mean to say to learn anything, no matter whether you're learning language or not, the person should be patient. So if I want to develop any skill, any
Right.
language skill, that person should have the sufficient patience. And along with patience, that person should be keep working on that in order to develop, isn't it?
Right.
All right, so
Right.
you're
Right.
really good at it,
Actually, I
and you
quite
really
agree.
nailed it today.